Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this week's Ambassador webinar. It is July 17th, and we have a full agenda today. We're going to start off with some quick updates about the Master Your KW Mobile App Workshop, and then we have several updates that you'll see next week in eEdge to talk about. Finally, just a note about change to the process for associates getting their passwords when they forget them, and then, of course, we'll finish off by looking at next week's webinars. So let's start off talking about the Master Your KW Mobile App Workshop. So as you probably know, this is now available on the Keller Williams University site. It has its own page where you can get an overview of this workshop. It's a 1-hour workshop that helps agents learn how to download their app, brand it, use it, talk about it, share it in 1 hour. We've had several ambassadors who've taught this already and really enjoyed it and got great feedback on it. Thought it went very well. We look forward to hearing from those ambassadors and anyone else who teaches this in the next week. So if you're going to be on our call on Friday, July 24th, think about maybe a 1 or 2 minute summary of your experience teaching the workshop. We'd love to hear from you. So we have a contest going on. This is to encourage you to teach the workshop in your Market Center. I'll make this a little bit bigger for you. So the second article in this week's update is about the contest that we're holding. So if you are interested in winning a Share Your App t-shirt signed by Gary Keller and the KWRI executives, here's how you can do it. Just follow these 5 steps. Download the workshop materials from the KWU website, as you just saw. Schedule and deliver the workshop in your Market Center. When the workshop is over, create a short video that includes testimonials or takeaways from at least 3 people that participated in the workshop. And then share that video with us. Send it to us at ambassadors@kw.com no later than 11:59 p.m. on Friday, August 14th. And from there, we will randomly select a winner from all the videos we receive, and we'll announce that winner at the MC Tech and Ambassador Special Session at MegaCamp, and that session is happening on Wednesday, August 19th from 9 to 11 a.m. This is an update because we've added a couple of notes. The winner does not need to be there to win. So if you're not going to be at MegaCamp, it's okay. You can still win. And a great question we got last week from a very motivated ambassador who plans on teaching this workshop more than once. If you do teach it more than once, you are more than welcome to send multiple testimonial videos, so one from the end of each of your workshops. That gives you more chances to win. So feel free to send us as many videos as you can create for as many times as you deliver the workshop. So let's shift gears now, and we're going to talk about some updates that are available next week in eEdge. Specifically, these are coming on Wednesday, July 22nd, as you can see in the upper right corner. I'll do a demonstration in a moment, but the big news is that as of next Wednesday, HTML optimized email designs are going to be available for you in eEdge. And this is going to help you make your marketing campaigns even more effective. Customers aren't going to have images enabled to be able to see the content of your emails, and that's going to likely increase deliverability. And the designs are going to look great regardless of the device, whether it's opened on a desktop or on a mobile device. The HTML is going to adjust the design accordingly based on the size and type of the device's screen. And these can be edited and personalized just like any other design. So once again, I'll show you how that works in a moment. It's going to be done on a design by design basis, but the image-based designs that are there now are eventually going to be converted into HTML designs based on the popularity of those designs. Furthermore, any new designs and new campaigns that we add to eEdge are going to be HTML optimized going forward. So in this screenshot, what you're seeing is an example of one of our mobile app campaign touches, and at the bottom of the touch is a Download My App Now image. That image not only can be linked to your mobile download URL, it's going to automatically do that for you. So you no longer have to go in and manually add your URL to every piece. So you'll notice that when you open up any of the mobile app designs, when you click on that Download My App Now button and look at the URL, it's going to be pre-filled for you. And it's going to pull that URL from this field that you see highlighted. So in your eEdge admin My Account settings screen in the marketing section, there's a field there called My Mobile App, and it contains a generic URL. You'll want to go in and replace that generic URL with your unique mobile URL. And once you do that, then it's automatically going to be pulled into your marketing pieces. So that's a huge, huge time saver and benefit for all of you. Before our demo, just a couple of other things that are changing in eEdge. Another one is there's a change to the contact statuses. So previously, when you were trying to categorize how motivated a new contact was, you had the option of marking them as hot or active or inactive. Hot is still there, but active has changed to warm, or it will be changing to warm, and inactive is changing to cold. So it's a little bit more streamlined and intuitive. And again, this takes effect on Wednesday, July 22nd. Finally, there's another way to search for contacts, or more accurately, filter them out. So when you're in your contact search window and you click on more search options, you've always been able to filter contacts by the group that they're part of. Now you can also find out which contacts, if any, don't belong to a group so that you can put them in a group. So if you've got some stragglers in your database that aren't categorized, this allows you to isolate them so that you can then put them in the best category and then put them on the right kind of campaign. Again, let's switch gears and take a look at how these changes are going to look in eEdge, and I'll show you how to actually edit a piece in eEdge. Okay, so here we are in our eEdge Marketing Center, which you get to from Create Marketing, Marketing Center on your eEdge menu. And we're going to go look at our email marketing designs. So now in the email marketing section, you can filter out the designs that are HTML optimized versus image-based. So I'll turn off the image-based designs. So I'm going to start by opening this mobile app Campaign Touch. We'll personalize it just as always. So each of these designs that are HTML optimized are designed using tables. So everything is built in rows and columns. And as I showed earlier in that screenshot, this button, this image, Download My App Now, already has a hyperlink attached to it. So again, that comes from your My Mobile App field in your eEdge profile settings. Whatever you have in that field, that's going to get pulled into this URL here in your marketing pieces. So you only have to enter it one time, and then wherever that button appears, it's already going to have your URL built into it. So anything in your piece, any text, any image can be hyperlinked just by clicking the hyperlink button, insert link on the toolbar. What you also can do is insert anchors. So this isn't a very long design, so the anchor doesn't have as much relevance, but say this was a very, very long newsletter and you wanted a hyperlink that would take somebody just to that particular part of the newsletter, you could insert an anchor there. So now that anchor is there, and I'll show you how that works in a moment when we view our final piece. As before, you can still insert images any place in your piece, and when you do that, it brings up your image library menu, which lets you go between uploading your own images or selecting from the stock images that are available. This piece has a video inserted, and I'll undo it and put one in so you can see how that works. So I'll cut this one out, and back in that same spot, I want to insert a video. When you click that link, it gives you a placeholder for it, and then over on the right side, you have a field where you can insert a YouTube or a Vimeo URL. If you don't have your video in either of those formats, then you would just put a hyperlink the same way that you would add a link to an image. But if it's a specific video and you have it in YouTube or Vimeo, so for example, I have a URL for the Keller Williams Real Estate Search Mobile App Overview. I'll put that in, click Submit. And so there is a thumbnail of the video, which I can make bigger. I'll center it. Looks like I accidentally put a placeholder there for an image, which I don't want. I'll cut that out. And now my piece is ready to save. And I'll just call this the KW Mobile App Demo. Okay. Let's exit. And now we can see what this looks like. We'll publish this to the web. It generates a URL, which I will paste into another tab. And that's what it looks like. So this is a hyperlink to the video. This is a hyperlink to my mobile URL download page. So clicking that will bring up that screen. This is just the generic version of it. And I'll go back and click on the video. This is going to open the video in YouTube. So this is what it looks like when this is opened on a desktop. Go back to eEdge. I also want to show you, if I go back in to edit this piece, if you want to see what it's going to look like when it's opened on a mobile device, you can preview it. So when I click preview, I have the option of seeing what it looks like on a desktop or on a mobile device, either landscape or portrait. This is also an opportunity for you to send a test email to yourself, which we highly recommend. So just enter your own personal email or another address that you'll check, send, and then you can see exactly what it's going to look like and what that experience is like on your phone. So again, this is coming on July 22nd. Very exciting. There's a change in the way that our support team here at KWRI can help associates who have forgotten their password. So as effective immediately, we here can no longer see associate passwords. So up until recently, we were able to do that. Our support team could tell you what an associate's password was if they lost it. That is now no longer visible to us, that ability. It's been tightened up, security's tightened up as it should be. So now associates will go to this page, mykw.kw.com. They'll click technology on the black menu, select change password, and this gives them the opportunity to reset their password. If they've forgotten it, you see at the field at the bottom, they'll enter the non-KW email address to have it sent to them. Okay, and then our last topic is looking at next week's webinars. Starting on Monday, we have our Systems for Success series continuing on. We're going to talk about the kw.com email address, the KW Google Apps for Business suite that comes along with that new email address. As always, there's the KW Video new member orientation that's done by our Win-Win Video team each Wednesday. This is now an hour orientation, so it's an expanded webinar from 30 minutes now to an hour. And then we will be back on Friday, Kevin and I, with our weekly Technology Ambassador webinar. So thank you for being here this week. And our fun image of the week, this is Disneyland. The reason we're showing it to you today on July 17th is that it opened on July 17th, but 60 years ago. It's the 60th anniversary of Disneyland. So July 17th, 1955 is when Disneyland, Walt Disney's metropolis of nostalgia, fantasy, and futurism, opened its doors. A couple of other facts about Disneyland is that it's a $17 million theme park, and it was originally built on 160 acres of land, which were formerly orange groves in Anaheim, California. Now it hosts nearly more than 14 million visitors every year who collectively spend close to $3 billion. So there you have it. Thanks again for being here. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here next Friday. Bye-bye.